Welcome to the Optimum CAD solution. I am Pankaj Ratnaparki. Once again, will start our free online course that is Plastic Product Design, Interior Trim Design. So today we are going to discuss about the different manufacturing process for the plastic part, and in that we will discuss in the detail for the injection molding. So this is our course content, and we are at plastic materials, plastic manufacturing methods, and we are discussing about injection molding. So without wasting the time, we'll start the discussion on a different manufacturing process for the plastic part. The plastic processing can be defined as the process of converting the plastic raw material into the semi-finished product. So this is applied for manufacturing of buckets, automobile parts, tanks, pipes, manufacturing of bottles, then carry bags, ropes, and different kind of profiles. So we'll discuss about the classification of a processing or a different classification of a manufacturing process. So there are basically three processing: primary processing method, secondary processing method, and the third one is a tertiary processing method. So in the primary processing, it includes the injection molding, extrusion, then blow molding, compression molding, transfer molding, etc. In the secondary, it will be the thermoforming, then coating, casting, fabrication, etc. And at the last one, it will be the different operations like a cutting, drilling, and welding. So we'll discuss the injection molding first. So as we discussed, those are the few plastic manufacturing processes. So we'll start injection molding. So injection molding is a repetitive process in which the molded or a plasticized plastic is ejected, or we can say the forced into the mold or a cavities, where it held under the pressure until it removed into the solid state. The mold may be consist of a single cavity or a number of similar dissimilar cavities, each connected to the flow channels, runners, which direct the flow of the molten metal or a plasticized plastic material into the individual cavities. So injection molding machine consists of two different units. First one is a clamping unit, second one is a ejection unit. So you can see this one is a clamping unit and here it is an injection unit. So we'll start with the clamping. The two handles of the mold must be tightly closed before molten plastic material is injected into the mold. One half of the mold is attached to the injection unit, or we can say the nozzle, and another half is allowed to slide on the guideways. So clamping is most important to avoid the leakage and to get super finished part. Next one, that is injection. During this process, the plastic material is melted by the application of a heat and forced by the piston towards the nozzle, and finally it will be entered into the mold. The amount of a material that is injected into the mold, it get referred as a volume of a part, or a cavity is get filled by this material. So now we'll see how the injection molding process is carried out by using the injection molding setup. So at the start, the raw material is poured into this hopper, and this is going to be entered into the cylinder. So you can see the material is entered into this cylinder. So there is a piston. By using the motor, it is going to be moved towards the nozzle. So during this, the piston is going to be force this material towards the nozzle. But due to the heaters, the raw material which is entered into the cylinder is get melt. Now you can see the piston is moved towards the nozzle, and now the molten metal is under the forced condition. So now it is entered into the nozzle, and through that opening it is going to be forced into the mold. So due to this force, the vacuum or a cavity is filled by the molten material. So this is the process. By using this, we can create the plastic material in the injection molding. So for the injection molding, the cooling is most important. In injection molding, the molten plastic material is injected into the mold. So during this molding process, the mold get heated and it required to cool down. Therefore, in the mold, the cooling channels are provided. The injection molded plastic material being cool as soon as it comes in contact with surface. It is the cavity surface of the mold. Also, we have to take care about the mold temperature. It should not be below the required temperature and it should not exceed the limit of a temperature. So we have to design the cooling channels such that it should be maintained the mold temperature. In a basic study, it should be 60 degree to 90 degree depending upon the component and material. So you can see those are few examples of the cooling channels. So here the cooling water is going to be flow from these channels. So the arrows are easy to understand. So this is the total material which is vacuumed, or this is the cavity of your component, and this is the cooling channels. In actual, you can see these pipes are guides the cooling water. So next one is ejection. So as we discussed, we already filled the material into the cavity, but it is most important to eject that part from your core and cavity or a mold. So that the ejection method is most important. The molded part is attached to the core, and after removal of or cavity sliders, the part has to be ejected from the mold. Since an ejector mechanism is used to push the part out from the mold. So you can see this, the examples of angular ejection, side core ejection. So there is the part. So this yellow color is a link between ejection, this ejection top pin and bottom first application. So you can see this, the ejection methods. So we'll move towards the advantages of a injection molding. It is very used for higher production rate. So whatever the close tolerances on a small surfaces or a small critical parts, it can be achieved. So minimum wastage of a material and complex geometry can be easily produced. The fewer are the disadvantages, like a tooling cost is much more higher. So if you require precise part, then you can select the injection molding. And higher setup cost and large undercuts cannot be formed. So here we'll finish our today's video on injection molding. So in the next video we will see the blow molding and extrusion molding. So thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Be connecting with us guys. We'll share more and more technical knowledge to you. So for that, subscribe our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, and finally do not forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you guys.